everybody. Welcome to a 45-minute yoga flow. We often do 1-hour videos, and I thought it'd be nice for you guys to have a 45-minute option. Not cutting any corners, you'll get it all in. So let's just begin by unrolling your mat, finding a comfortable seat. I'm going to place a block underneath my hips, just to give me a little added comfort coming to my knees. This is just one suggested variation. You can also turn the block long ways and sit down on it, crossing your legs in front of your body. We're only going to be here for a minute. Just find any comfortable seat and find the tallest version of yourself, drawing your shoulders back and down, hugging the ribs in just a bit. Nice long neck as you tuck the chin in, lifting the crown of the head tall. Allow your eyes to close and just comfortably place your palms down on top of your legs, face up or face down. Allow your belly to soften. Let's take a full breath in and a slow breath out. As you become aware of your breath, feel your body expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. Full breath in, sipping in as much as you can, feeling your body fill up like a balloon. And then open your mouth, make an H-A-ha sound as you let that breath go. Let's do that one more time. Breathe it in through the nose. Now to find your Ujjayi breath. Breathe in through the nose and then seal your lips, bring a little constriction in the back of your throat, and then forcefully exhale in that same way. Sometimes it sounds like Darth Vader breathing through a mask or ocean waves. Take 3 or 4 more breaths this way. Just finding your Ujjayi breath. All right, now we're going to take that breath with us and begin to move. One movement, one breath here. So come to all fours like a baby that's about to crawl. Fan your fingers out wide. Let's begin to take some cat-cows. As you inhale, arch your back, lift your belly, and lift your tailbone, and look up through the eyebrows. Now as you breathe out, round the spine, tucking the tail, gazing at your navel, tucking that chin as well. Inhale, arch your back, draw the shoulder blades together and look up. Exhale, round the spine, tucking everything in. Couple more breaths in and out, finding a little more space with each breath, feeling every vertebrae in the spine, rounding, arching. Once you finish your next exhale, come to a neutral spine, nice flat back. Fan those fingers out nice and wide, press into the palms, tuck your toes, and lift your tailbone up and back. We call this a downward dog position. You can gently bend those knees, lifting the tailbone upward. Shake your head yes and no, maybe pedal the feet, and take 3 more Ujjayi breaths, just kind of settling in here.
Now we're going to begin to turn your body into an ocean wave, rounding as you tuck the tail, finding a high plank. Moving nice and slow. Take a breath in. Now roll back to downward dog as you breathe out. Let's do that 2 or 3 more times here. Rolling out to high plank, taking a big breath in. Exhaling, downward dog, breathing it all out. One more time, roll out nice and slow. And then exhaling back to downward dog. Now lift those heels as you breathe in. Exhale, bend those knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Let's come to a ragdoll forward fold. Feet nice and wide, and toes turned out east and west. Bring a bend in the knees, hinge forward from those hips, and just hang nice and heavy here. You can hook opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let your head hang down. Let your face even relax here as you take 3 more breaths. Just enjoying that sensation of hanging. All right, at the bottom of the next exhale, bring your hands down under the shoulders. Wiggle walk your feet together so their legs are joined together as one. And let's find this forward fold here with your legs together, hands on the ground. Now, if you feel like you can't reach the ground, just bend your knees a little bit more and then you can reach it. Whether your legs are all the way straight or more like a squat position, it doesn't matter. You just want to have that sensation of letting your head hang nice and heavy, shifting your gaze back to the shins. Take a full breath in and out here. Now bring your hands to the front of the shins and extend the crown of the head forward. We call this a half lift. As you press into the shins, the shoulders go back. The tailbone lifts, finding a nice flat back. Now it's early in the morning for me, so I've got my knees a little bit bent, trying to find that flat back. If I lock the knees out, then I have some roundness in the spine. So that may be what you're feeling, a little tuck of the tail. I want you to untuck your tail. So bend the knees a little bit, lift the tailbone up towards the sky, bring the shoulders towards it, finding that flat spine. Take a breath in, return to forward fold as you breathe all the way out. And then sweep those arms out and up, nice flat back. Arms nice and tall, look up, reach up, and then bring your hands to heart center. Now we'll begin with some sun salutation A flows, moving one movement, one breath here. You might be getting a little warm like me. All right, take a breath in and out to begin. Breathe in, sweep the arms out and up, look up, reach up. Now swan dive forward with that flat back, finding your forward fold as you breathe out. Half lift as you breathe in. Now plant your hands, step back to a high plank, and we're going to do what we call a chaturanga, coming halfway down. Now scoop your heart through to upward dog. Press back to downward dog. And from here, we're going to head into warrior one. Inhale the right leg high, and exhale the right foot inside the right hand. Lower the left heel towards the center of the mat, and come halfway up. Now from here, I'll ask you to steer that left hip forward, draw the belly button in towards the spine, and reach the arms tall. Take 3 breaths here in warrior one. Now look up, reach up, breathe it in. And then exhale, lowering the hands to frame your right foot. Step the right foot back. Finish that exhale as you chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Sweep that left leg high as you breathe in. Exhale the left foot inside the left hand. Dial the right heel towards the center of the mat. And come halfway up again, steering the right hip forward, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, and reaching the arms tall. Take another breath in, look up, reach up. And then exhale, drawing the hands down to frame the left foot, step it back, high plank, low plank. Inhaling up dog, exhaling downward dog. Let's do it all again. Lift the heels, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump in front of the mat. Take a half lift, inhale. Forward, forward, exhale. Sweep the arms out and up, big breath in. Right hand to left wrist, lean right, exhaling fully. Inhale back up. Left hand to right wrist, exhaling fully. Inhale back up. Now cactus the arms, full exhale, pressing the hips forward. Inhale back up. Now as you exhale, sink into that chair pose. One breath in here. Fold forward, breathe it out. Take a half lift, inhale. Plant those hands, step it back. High plank, low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling downward dog. Sweep the right leg high, breathe in. Right foot inside the right hand, breathe it out. Dial that left heel down. Sweep the arms up, big breath in. Exhale it right back down. Right foot comes back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Sweep the left leg high, breathe in. Exhale the left foot forward, breathe out. Right heel dials down, sweep the arms high. And lower it back down, breathe it out. Inhale up. And exhale, downward dog. We're going to move right into our body of work. Inhale those heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, step or jump in front of the mat. Half lift, breathe in. Forward, forward, breathe out. Bend those knees and find your chair pose again. Arms nice and long as you breathe in. Now as you exhale, bring the arms to a T. Shift all your weight into the right foot. For eagle pose, tie the left leg over the right, left arm underneath the right. You can twist the arms, pretzeling them so the palms are together, or give yourself a hug. Now today is a challenging balance day for you. You can lower those left toes to the ground. Whichever variation you're taking, take 3 breaths. Gazing at something that's not moving. And with your next breath in, we're going to find stork pose by unraveling the arms and the legs, lifting the left knee, sweeping the arms up. For airplane pose, hinge the right at the right hip, gently drawing the left heel long behind you. Flex those left toes, steering the left hip down, palms face down alongside your body, like you're holding up 2 imaginary pillars here. Take a couple of breaths. Lifting the left heel, lifting the chest. One big breath in. On your next exhale, bend the right knee. We're going to land in a crescent lunge here on the ball of the left foot. When you're ready, sweep the arms high and find your breath again. If you feel a little bit unstable, just walk your right foot out to the right, widening your base a bit. You can also always come down to your knee in crescent lunge. Wherever you are, find that breath. Breathe in from the base of the feet to the tips of the fingers. One more big breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to pivot on the ball of the left foot, finding warrior 2. Left arm is back, right arm is forward. Now in this warrior 2 pose, your right knee is going to the right side of your mat, so you want to be able to see that big toe.
And you're gonna tuck your tail under and open that left shoulder blade into your back body. Reach the arms out long, lower those shoulders, and take 3 breaths here. Now flip your front palm, reach it forward, take a big breath in, reverse your warrior. Now straighten your front leg and bring the arms to a T. For triangle pose, you're gonna kick your back heel towards the back of the mat, inner spiraling that back leg. Lift the torso as you breathe in. Now reach the right hand forward as you draw the right hip back on your exhale. Right hand will come to the shin blocker floor, and the left hand will reach nice and high. So both palms are now open to the left side of your mat. Use each exhale to gently twist your torso. Your head is just in line with the shoulders, so your gaze is going to follow wherever your head is. Gently looking upwards as you twist that spine deeper. Take another breath in. Let it all out. Now bring your hands to your hips and inhale your torso up. So now you're facing the left side of your mat for a wide leg forward fold. You're gonna kick your heels out a bit, hinge, bend the knees, shine your heart, breathe in. Now hinge forward from the hips as you breathe out. And when you hinge forward, you wanna keep your back nice and flat. So stop halfway down. Take another little half lift. As you exhale, sink a little deeper. Finally allowing the tops of the back and the head to release. So returning to that sensation of hanging that we had towards the beginning of the class. Notice the muscle, the skin on your face. Relax your face and just let it hang. The bottom of your exhale, place the hands under your shoulders. Take a little half lift as you breathe in. And then come the rest of the way up as you breathe out. Now for a reverse triangle, pivot all 10 toes to face the front of the mat. And you may want to grab a block for this pose if you have one, but if you don't have one, you have a shin, so you'll be okay. You want to take up about half your mat on this pose. So for most of us, that means shortening our stance a bit. Back heels kicked back, front toes are facing forward. Now with your hands on your hips, take the left arm, sweep it high. So you got your right leg in front, left arm is reaching. Now as you exhale, reach the left arm forward, paralleling your chest to the floor. Press that right big toe into the ground, draw the right hip back. And when you can't reach anymore, that's where the left hand is going to come down to the mat, the block, or the shin. So if you don't have a block, find any part of your leg that left hand can come to and sweep the right arm high. I'm lucky enough to have a block, and I can use that block to extend the crown of my head forward as I reach down, and then open a little bit more with each exhale. Take one more breath in, reaching that right arm even taller. Now as you exhale, close it down. Frame your foot with your hands. Step the left foot back. Now step the right foot back. High plank. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. As you bring a slight tuck to the chin, the crown of the head's reaching forward. Heels are reaching back. Belly button's drawn in towards the spine. Tail's tucked under. One more breath in. Look past the hands. Now chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale through upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take a cleansing breath before we start the other side. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth. Let it go. Lift those heels. Inhale. Bend the knees. Step or jump front of the mat as you exhale. Take a half lift. Breathe it in. Forward fold. Breathe it out. Bend those knees. Find chair pose. Sweeping the arm side. Breathe it in. Now as you exhale, bring the arms to a T, shifting all your weight into the left foot. As your right foot lifts off the ground, the right leg will tie over the left, and the right arm goes underneath the left. So you find eagle arms or give yourself a gentle hug. Draw the core in and take 3 breaths here. At the bottom of the next exhale, unwrap the arms and legs. Inhale to stork pose. Right knee lifts, arms lift. As you exhale, hinge forward at the left hip, finding airplane pose. Extending the right heel back, crown of the head long. Remember, in airplane pose, your palms are facing down, so it's like you're holding up 2 pillars that are right next to your body, and you don't want them to fall. Lift the chest, lift the right heel, take another breath, in and out. Now on your next exhale, you're going to bend through that left knee and gently land on the ball of the right foot, crescent lunge. Remember, you can come down to your knee, widen your stance, whatever you need to do to find your stability, and then reach the arms tall. Take another breath in, look up, reach up. Now as you exhale, pivot the right foot so the side of the right foot's facing the back of your mat. Left knee reaching out to the left side of your mat. Tuck the tail. Reach the right arm, right shoulder blade into your back body. Front hand reaching front, back hand reaching back. Gaze out over that left hand. Find your breath. See if you can let that breath move through your body. And on your next inhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, right hand on the back of the right thigh. Now straighten your front leg and bring the arms to a T. For triangle pose, you're going to kick the right heel back. Now sometimes you need to walk that foot up first, but then kick your right heel back so that whole back leg is going to inner spiral, meaning the right knee is going to be reaching towards the front of the mat here. Take a breath in, lift the torso tall. Now as you exhale, reach the left hand forward as you reach the left hip towards the back of the mat. They're reaching away from one another. Now tuck the arms north and south, left hand down, right hand high. So you got this straight line going on from palm to palm. Another straight line from the hips out through the crown of the head. Use your exhale to open that chest towards the sky, your gaze following the shoulders. Both legs are strong and straight. Breathing fully in and out. Take one more breath in. At the bottom of that exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale your torso all the way up. Now pivot your left toes to face forward. Now we're going to do some handstand hops this time. Don't get scared if you're not comfortable doing handstands. You don't have to go all the way up, of course. We're just going to practice. So I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see me a little bit better, but you're going to take that same wide leg stance, heels kicked out a bit, gentle bend in the knees. Take a breath in, hinge forward from the hips. Now you're going to bend your knees enough to be able to get your hands to the ground. And here we don't want the hands all the way underneath all the way in between the feet. You're going to reach them out so they're comfortable right under your shoulders. Fan your fingers out nice and wide. We're just going to begin rocking with your breath. Exhaling as you gently shift weight into your hands. Inhaling as you shift weight back into your feet. Exhaling forward. Inhaling back. Now as you exhale, I want you to draw your belly button towards your spine. Maybe come up onto the tippy toes this time. Inhale it back. Exhaling forward. Inhaling back. So from here, maybe you choose to add a hop. Maybe you choose to press all the way to handstand. Or maybe you keep rocking. Let's take 3 more breaths. Oops. Now wherever you are, go ahead and just hinge all the way forward. Let it shake out a little bit. Shake out your arms, your legs.
your head. Let that skin hang heavy from the face. Take a breath in and out. Now with your hands under your shoulders, take a half lift. Inhale. Come the rest of the way up as you exhale. Now you're facing the right side of your mat right now. I want you to pivot all 10 toes to face forward. So you've got your left leg in front, your right leg in back. That back leg is going to be, your back foot will be at a 45-degree angle. So your right leg is inner spiraling forward, taking up about half of your mat, left toes pointing to the front. And with your hands in your hips, for reverse triangle, sweep the right arm high. Reach the right hand out far in front of you, paralleling your chest to the floor. Lower your right hand to the shin, floor, or block, and then sweep the left palm high towards the left side of your mat, opening that body to the left wall. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, close it down. Left hand comes to the floor, framing your left foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Hold this high plank, nice and long. Feel your muscles contract as if you're dragging your palms towards your toes and your toes towards your palms on the exhales. One more full breath, in and out. And on your breath in, look past your hands. Exhale, lower yourself halfway down. Inhale through upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now for half pigeon, sweep your right leg high, breathe in. And then bring your right knee behind your right wrist, keeping your right foot flexed. Bring the left leg back, nice and long. And you want to center your weight. Sometimes we have a tendency to sit down on that outside hip. And we lose half the battle here. So you want to stay nice and tall, centered. Find that length from walking the left leg back a bit, lifting the chest, breathe in. Now begin to walk the hands forward as you breathe out, hinging forward from that right hip. Now in half pigeon, you want to keep that right foot flexed and a gentle amount of tension from the outside of the right shin into the floor. Now if you go to reach forward and the ground is just not there for you, you can bring one block under your sternum, right here, and another one under your forehead. So that gives you that same amount of space as if the floor was there. So wherever you are, find your breath. Let it move through you. This is a great time to really focus in and practice that ujjayi. You can hear it with your face pressed to the floor like this. It's also a great time to practice deepening your breath. Full inhales, feeling your whole body expand and your whole body contract as you exhale. Take 3 more breaths this way. Walk your hands underneath your underneath your shoulders. Gently begin to lift your chest. Take a big breath in here. Now as you exhale, flex the left toes and just begin to walk the left leg forward. Bring the right knee back, finding a cat-cow position a couple of times. Just a breath in as you arch your back. Breath out as you round the spine. Do that one more time. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round the spine. Returning to a neutral spine. Spread those fingers out wide, tuck your toes. Inhale, lifting your tailbone. Just take a moment here to notice the difference between the right and the left leg. When you're ready, sweep the left leg high, breathe in. And then bring the left knee behind the left wrist as you breathe out. Walk that right foot back, nice and long. Press into the palms, lift the chest, breathe it in, evening your weight out. Resist the urge to sit down into that left hip. Keeping the left foot flat, begin to walk your hands forward. Placing blocks anywhere that's needed to deepen your comfort. And then, as we allow stillness to wash over us, we return to that breath. I hear from people all the time that they can't practice yoga because they can't sit still. And I let them know that I can sit still because I practice yoga. As you come to your mat and practice each day, each week, each month, whatever your practice is, one of the things we're practicing is the ability to be still. It is one of the most challenging parts of our practice. So as you come to this pose, which very well may be uncomfortable for you, use your breath to let that stillness become a part of your practice. Resisting the urge to make adjustments and constantly move. Let your breath move through your body. Notice if you're holding on to any tension anywhere in your body, gripping. What would happen if you let that go? Releasing any last bits of tension. As you sink deeper into this pose, take 2 more breaths. Very gently begin to walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Press into those palms, lift your heart. Take that breath in and then begin to walk your right foot back into your body as you breathe out. Bringing the left knee back to meet the right in that tabletop position. Take a full breath in, arching your spine. And a breath out, rounding your tail. Gently crawl to the front of the mat. And then come to a seated position. Your bottom somewhere towards the center of the mat. Your knees bent. Gently roll back 1 vertebrae at a time. From here, we're going to find a gentle bridge pose by pressing the palms into the mat. Tucking the tail so the tailbone lifts off the ground first. And then keep going 1 vertebrae at a time. Lifting up. As your glutes are engaged, as you press into the heels and even deepen that engagement. You can stay here. You can walk the shoulder blades underneath your shoulders, maybe even lacing the fingers together, pressing the sides of the arms into the mat instead of the palms. Gaze up at the sky and just find a moment of presence. Just noticing the intricate details of the ceiling or the sky above you. Notice what the mat feels like behind your skull, your shoulders, your heels. Take 1 more breath in, lift the tail. Exhale, rolling from the top to the bottom, 1 vertebrae at a time. Once your back is flat on the ground, hug your knees to your chest, gently rocking side to side. Now from here, we're going to come into an inversion pose. That just means your feet are up in the air. So just by extending your feet up like you're going to stamp them on the ceiling, this is already an inversion pose. Now you can deepen your inversion by lifting your hips up higher than your heart. You could place a block underneath your hips like I just did, the flat part of the block underneath the sacrum. It's teetering on the edge here. You can find this moment of kind of weightlessness.
Another inversion pose is a shoulder stand, pressing into the palms, lifting the hips up over the shoulders, bringing the hands to the small of the back, and then walking those elbows in underneath the hips. From here, you'll flex those toes upwards, gently engaging the glutes. You can stay in shoulder stand or lower the feet behind you, finding what we call plow. Find any inversion that feels good, and just let your breath return to normal, kind of balancing out, slowing things down a bit. Using your arms as brake pedals, gently begin to lower yourself down, removing any blocks, allowing your knees to return to your chest, eyes closed. Gently rock your knees side to side. And then allow those knees to come over to the left side of your mat. Bring your arms out to a T and gaze out over the right hand. And I like to keep my eyes closed. So really, as I say gaze, you're kind of just looking at the backs of your eyelids here. Gently draw the knees back through center. Allow them to come to the right side of the mat as you shift your head, gazing towards the left hand, eyes still closed. Take a full breath in and out. Allow those knees to come back to center. And from here, the moment we've all been waiting for, that Shavasana position. In Shavasana, you bring your feet nice and wide to the outer edges of the mat. Bring your shoulders underneath your shoulder blades so the palms can comfortably face up. Giving yourself plenty of space between your arms and your body. Gently begin to rock your head side to side, just finding that spot right in the center. There's absolutely no work needed. Take a quick scan of your body, looking for any discomfort, and address it so that you can be completely comfortable here. Scan your body again, this time looking for any tension, anything you're holding on to. Relaxing through the legs, the glutes, the core, the arms, shoulders, neck, even your face. Take a full breath in. As you breathe out, invite stillness to wash over you. Allow yourself to sink heavy into your mat and find rest. Shavasana. Slowly bringing awareness back to your physical body. Just begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Feel free to press pause and stay here as long as you like. Take a full breath in. And a slow exhale. Reach your arms overhead, take a full body stretch. And then draw your knees to your chest. And rock onto your right side, finding a fetal position with your head resting on your right arm, left palm grounded into the earth. Just notice how you feel. Invite you to cultivate a sense of gratitude for your physical body, for your sound mind, and the breath that connects them. Press into your left palm, return to a seated position. Let's keep our eyes closed. And we'll bring our palms together and point your thumbs right to your heart center. The light in me sees and honors the identical light in you and all living beings everywhere. As we take a breath in, shine your heart. And bow together as we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning or this evening, whatever time it is for you. Glad to have you. This is Unitayoga. If at any point you have any questions about the flow we did today or anything else, or you want to book a private class or a group class, I have space here in my little home studio, and I've also got happy to come to you. So feel free to reach out if there's anything I can do to help you deepen your practice. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Rebekah. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.